What's up? I'm Patrick and welcome to SW Reacts. Today I'm reacting to Hua Chenyu Bullfight. This was requested by Rosa as one of her monthly requests included in my Patreon membership. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. She said that Hua Chenyu visited several countries, including Spain. He attended a bullfight and found the atmosphere controversial, which is where this song came from. I'm really excited to see what kind of concept Hua Chenyu has for me today, both lyrics-wise and music-wise. I stopped expecting anything because I get surprised every time and I love it, so I'm really looking forward to this one. If you want to be like Rosa and support me and my channel, you can check out my Buy Me a Coffee page where you can request songs, or you can check out my Patreon where you can find some exclusive content like this one. You get requests included monthly and some other things. The links are in the description if you're interested. Thank you very much. Before we start, please also leave a like, consider subscribing, and now let's just get into it. What a vibe. The video also looks really cool. This part is so tense, really cool. That voice is incredible. Crazy atmosphere he's creating once again. Oh. Crazy. Incredible. Wow. That was crazy. I'm blown away once again. And I'm glad I said in the beginning that he continues to surprise me because that's exactly what he did here again. So much going on, so many different styles, so many different elements, an amazing concept once again, really showing his versatility, but also his skill as a vocalist. Just an incredibly impressive song. Overall, it's, like I said, a very tense song, kind of intentionally unsettling with pretty heavy rock parts, kind of, aggressive almost, but then changing with very atmospheric, but still dark sections, a great song structure with a great development, great build-ups and dynamic shifts within the song, starting with this rock sound that's pretty heavy, then going into the first, I'm assuming chorus, that's very restrained instrumentation wise, with just this piano and some layers and his haunting voice, then back into the rock part, and then the second chorus already built up a little bit with some percussion, one step further in the evolution of the song, so to say. Then it steps back again in a very quiet section before building up through vocal layers that are added, these kind of marching drum sounds, and building up into this big climactic section of him rapping pretty fast with a great flow, a great rhythm, supported with, again, more of a rock music. So I think there are so many changes. It's so unpredictable. It keeps you on your toes. It has great tense moments, but also moments of releasing this tension. He shows his versatility of music genres, but also of vocal deliveries. It's always highly expressive, but changing from lower, very rhythmic singing to this eerie, haunting, high voice that creates this atmosphere in these parts. Kind of singing a little more gently maybe, but throughout the song also changing into very powerful, higher vocals. And of course that crazy rap part in the end that I think was maybe even my highlight for this song. Probably also because the whole track kind of built up to that point, to that emotional peak, to that climax, and it was just so surprising again, and it sounded so great. I also feel like, but I could be wrong on that, let me know, that this evolution within the song, this development, and this leading to this last rap part kind of reflects in the lyrics, kind of changing from talking about this specific theme of the bullfight, and then kind of connected to a general topic, and kind of using this theme that he talked about before as a metaphor for a general topic. I think maybe I need to explain it. It sounds a little confusing and it could be totally wrong. But I think in the beginning, in the first verses and chorus, he might be talking about also what Rosa said, about his experiences of attending a bullfight. And Rosa said that he found the atmosphere controversial. I think that's maybe even put a little bit mildly. And I don't want to step on anyone's toes with my opinion on that, because obviously I've not grown up in that culture where it's a thing, bullfighting. So I don't know the exact history or culture it's connected with, but for me it's just something that's brutal, that's outdated. I personally just love animals, and I think for me it's just animal cruelty, and it's just physically and psychologically torturing those animals. It's an unfair fight, where a living thing is suffering for people's amusement, for entertainment purposes. And in my personal opinion, that's something that belongs in the past. I think we as a society should be further than that, to use death as something we use for entertainment, and just because we feel like we're superior to those creatures, I don't think that means that we should exploit them. There are many other practices and traditions that we don't do anymore, so I don't really understand why it's still a thing. Like I said, I'm not connected to that culture, so if that's an important topic for you to defend it, let me know in the comments. I would like to hear that perspective, even though I will probably not change my opinion. It's just my 2 cents on that, as someone who loves animals and doesn't like to see death and torture on creatures that can't defend themselves. But I got carried away a little bit, because those are topics that I'm actually passionate about or interested in or concerned with. So sorry for yapping a little long about that. But I wanted to say what I think the first part is about and how it's connected with the last part. That's actually where I wanted to go. Because I think, if I understand it correctly, that last part, that rap part, is taking all of this scenario, this theme, this topic of the bullfight, and maybe also some of the criticism I just talked about, and uses it as a metaphor for like a bigger picture. And I think he's then kind of talking about exploitation, power, and pressure in the system in general, in the society, in humanity overall, a system where the powerful, or in the metaphor, the bullfighters, are kind of in control and profit from struggles, maybe even use those struggles as something fun for them, the struggles of the bulls in the metaphor, or the less powerful people as like the meaning. And I think he is with this song calling for more kindness, to break this cycle of destruction, of cruelty, and not only in a sense of humans versus animals, but also humans against each other, especially in a system where there are more powerful people and people that are more or less pitted against each other by those powerful people to keep the system running and to keep their entertainment and to also profit from that. I feel like it was all a little confusing what I said, but I hope you understand what I mean with like those two parts of the song, or two meanings of the song, that I could read in that, especially with that last part within the song. On one hand, him criticizing the animal cruelty, this atmosphere of the bullfight that Rosa described as controversial, but on the other hand also using it as a metaphor for a system where the bullfighters are the powerful people and the bulls are people that are exploited, forced into their roles, forced to perform, to fight for the entertainment of the powerful or for the profit of the powerful. So thank you so much, Rosa, for requesting this song. I had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I think it's a very intense song with a lot of shifts, with a lot of different elements, something that feels confrontational, maybe even a little provocative, a structure within the song that almost feels episodic, with explosive, almost aggressive sections, but also quiet and atmospheric and ominous passages, with stops and starts of the rhythm, with unexpected and surprising shifts, all of that, almost making it feel like different scenes within one performance that follow a clear structure, a clear evolution, to ultimately conclude in one big picture, both musically and lyrically. I think it's again just a good concept he's created. It's something very creative and expressive and unpredictable, also a little dramatic and theatrical, also because it has this storytelling vibe while building a lot of tension throughout the song, but also having those release moments, having big climaxes, while also again having a lot of emotional weight and rawness in this, building an atmosphere that's yeah, I call it confrontational and provocative, maybe also a little unsettling and intense. And yeah, that's so fitting for the music and the lyrics, because I think it's yeah, also something to think about. Once again, a deep meaning this one has, and I loved to hear it. I loved to dive into the lyrics. It's very clever, while yeah, still being very artistic and having a lot of yeah, artistic value. Please let me know what other songs by him I should check out, or if you have any other artists you would like me to react to, please also let me know. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, consider subscribing, and thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.